Where you don't leave a pre-recorded voicemail would include situations where you call out to the lead and have a conversation with the lead, as well as conversations where you reach their answering machine and decide not to leave a pre-recorded message. In any of those situations, you would click the red hang up option whenever you want to end your phone call. Doing so disconnects you from the person you are speaking with. Go ahead and click that button now. After you've clicked hang up, 4 new options will pop up on the web page. These options are called call results, and they help you describe to the website whether or not you actually had a chance to speak with this lead. The options that indicate that you did have a chance to speak with the lead are labeled reached and do not call, and the options signifying you did not have a chance to speak with this lead are labeled not available and voicemail. It's very important that after you click hang up, you always select one of these options because doing so will A, help you keep your leads organized, and B, help you follow up with leads that you don't get a hold of. I want to pretend that when you called out to sample lead that you did not reach sample lead. Go ahead and select either not available or voicemail. Both options will put a very special and helpful procedure into place. After you've selected not available, the gray box has disappeared, and on the right side there is now an option that says automatic call number 2 today at 10:17 a.m. So DYL's whole goal is to get you on the phone with an internet lead as quickly as possible. But when you call out to an internet lead and you don't get a hold of them, DYL also wants to help with the follow-up process. So if you indicate to the website by selecting not available or voicemail that you did not reach the lead, DYL will schedule a follow-up call for a little later in the day. If this was a real lead, today at 10:17 a.m., you would receive another call, and when you answered it, this time it would say press 1 to call this follow-up. We have just covered all the steps that you need to know about hanging up in a situation where you do not get the lead on the phone. When you speak with the lead, the steps are pretty similar, but just a little bit different. When you speak with a lead, you will still click hang up when your phone call is over, and then you will select either reached or do not call from the call result box. When you select these options, the system knows that you have made contact with the lead, and the system does not schedule a follow-up call. Now, additionally, when you speak with a lead, you want to take an extra step to classify what happened on your conversation. On the right side, you will see a category labeled Disposition, which has 6 blue options as well as a drop-down menu. This area specializes in organization. Each option ties in with a folder. The Folders tab is the 3rd tab up at the top of the screen. Marking a lead with a particular disposition, for instance, if I was to mark this lead as bad lead, would send this lead into a bad lead folder. If I was to mark it as not interested, it would go into a not interested folder. Quoted, it would go into a quoted folder, etc. for every single option in this category, including the options on the drop-down menu. If you want to select a disposition on the page, you simply have to click on the disposition. But if you would like to select a disposition from the drop-down menu, you will have to click on the drop-down menu, select the disposition that you'd like to select, and then click Update. Don't really do it in this case, or you can, and that demonstrates another important fact. I was about to point out the fact that if you do not speak with a lead, you should not mark a disposition. The reason being is marking a disposition will cancel all follow-up calls that you have scheduled. If you look above, you will notice that you no longer have a follow-up call for 10:17 today. So, again, to restate, the golden rule is if you do not speak with a lead, you do not want to mark a disposition. The one real exception to that rule is if you call out to a lead and you reach a disconnected number. At that point, no matter how much you continue to call back, you will probably never get someone on the line, and marking bad lead will be the right choice. Now we've covered all the steps that you need to know about hanging up in situations where you have not spoken with the lead and situations where you have spoken with the lead. To briefly cover the steps one more time, when you do not speak with a lead, you will click hang up on the screen, and then you will select a call result of either not available or voicemail, and then you will do nothing else. If you did speak with a lead, you will click hang up, followed by a call result of either reached or do not call, followed by a disposition. That covers everything you need to know about hanging up when using DYL.